Hey Brian, this is Anthony, the individual you talked to yesterday. Here's your free customized video, kind of showing how you can outrank your competition and bring in more clients from online. I'll dive in here so I don't waste too much of your time. But first thing I want to talk about is keywords. So plumbers in Johnson City, Tennessee is searched on Google 250 times every single month, and it has a keyword difficulty of 3. That means it is not very difficult to rank for this keyword on Google and help you start driving traffic pretty quickly. That keyword difficulty goes all the way up to 100. So 3 is not very high. I just wanted to give you those two stats there. Also, this is what's considered a buyer intent keyword. It's someone searching for a specific service in a specific area, which means it's a high converting keyword. People that are searching for plumbers in Johnson City, Tennessee are very, very likely to be in Johnson City, Tennessee needing a plumber. People in California aren't going to be searching this, so this is why this is considered a buyer intent keyword. But when this is punched into Google, this is the first thing that pops up. These are your paid ads that these companies are paying for. So we got Mark and Francis obviously first, David Salt's here. But I wanted to give you a statistic. Less than 10% of people actually click on these paid ads. They're nice to have because obviously people are still clicking on them, but less than 10% of those searches that I showed you are clicking on them. 94% of all search traffic goes to organic results. What I mean by organic results are these 3 businesses that are in the map pack and these businesses that show up down here. There's 10 that show up on the first page in Google. The reason this is important is because most of the traffic clicks on these areas. In that map pack, 44 to 61% of people click right here. And 75% of people click on the top 3 search results. And almost everyone stays on the first page. They don't even go to the second page. But the majority of your traffic gets clicks right here. Being on the first page in general is going to get you more traffic, but just obviously keep in mind that these top 3 positions and in this map pack is where you want to be for that traffic. But I punched in, this is a tool I use called Ahrefs. It allows me to punch in a website and analyze it to see kind of how they're doing. This shows me you have 17 referring domains. What I mean by referring domains is that 17 other websites are linking back to your website, so they have a link that someone can click on that brings you to your website. That could be from citations that you're listed on online, internet listings, bring them back to your site, or things like that. And Google likes to see that because it gives your page authority, and that's what they use to rank you higher in those rankings. Your domain rating is low, and your UR page is pretty low, but those can be increased by increasing the number of domains you have linking back to your website. Here it also shows the number of organic keywords that Google's finding. So when they crawl your website, like this is what's considered an organic keyword. When Google crawls your website every single month, they find keywords on your website that lets them know what you do, and these are the ones that they're finding. And you're getting about 15 people a month through organic traffic. If they're clicking on your website from Facebook or any ads, that's not considered organic traffic. This is organic traffic, and you're getting about 15 every single month. But when I go in here, these are your organic keywords that you're ranking for, that Google is finding you for. You have 15 or 25. That number could definitely be increased to help increase your traffic. And as you can see, you're on the first position on the first page for only your name. So that's where the majority of your traffic is coming from. You're on the second page for these buyer intent keywords. The plumber, Johnson City, Tennessee. That's searched 70 times every single month. Plumber, Johnson City, Tennessee is 40 times. Keep in mind that these are different. This is plumbing. This is plumber. It matters because there's different search volumes for them. Johnson City plumbers, 50. Plumbers, Johnson City, Tennessee, 60. And the big one, plumbers in Johnson City, Tennessee, 250. So as you can see, between all of these, there's 400 or 500 searches every single month of people looking for plumbers in Johnson City, and you're not being found because you're on the second page of these results. And getting on the first page can help you drive the traffic to the page. These are going to be high client converting searches because obviously you're not going to be searching for these words unless you're looking for them. But let's hop over to Mark Francis. They're the number 1 in this area. and I'll kind of give you a situation here, or show you how they're performing here. They only have 19 referring domains coming back to their website. So in those regards, you guys are pretty similar. 17, 19, 54 backlinks, 51 backlinks. Domain rating and UR is still pretty low, but their organic keywords are much higher. So what they're doing is the backlinks that they're getting are higher quality backlinks from more reputable sites, and they're also using specific anchor texts for specific keywords. So they're not just getting links back to markfrancisplumbing.com, they're getting a hyperlink that says Johnson City Plumbers coming back to their thing, and that's what's giving them more power and more traffic, but also the organic keywords. But they're getting 333 people to their site every single month. So if we go in here and look and filter to their first position, they're in the first position for all of these keywords, and on the first page for all of these. So just for this purpose of this video, we'll focus on the number one position. As you can see, Plumber, Johnson City, Tennessee, they're getting 12 people to click on their page every single month from this because they're in the first position. And you can just go down the line here and see the traffic that they're getting. But that's where pretty much their search volume is coming from. That's why they're bringing in all the clients, and the traffic is because they have a much higher. Here's the example. Here's Plumbers in Johnson City, Tennessee. Searched 250 times. 83 people every single month are clicking on their website because they're in the number one position. So between only the Plumbers in Johnson City, Tennessee, there's close to 150 people clicking on their website every single month. Every single month they're clicking on their website because of these keywords, and even if only 10% of them turn into clients, that's 15 new clients every single month that you could be getting populating in the Google search results, and that's just for these keywords. If there's any additional services, let me see here. So drain line and sewer inspection, those would be different keywords with potentially different volumes that you could also draw traffic to your site for. So that's just kind of an example of how your competition is getting more traffic and how you could also get that traffic for the backlinking. The next two tips I'm going to give you are quicker. It's populating in this map pack here. So Google populates in this map pack if you have more citations than your competitor. So a citation is your business name, your business phone number, and your business address listed on directories, local directories listed on Facebook, Yellow Pages, those kind of things. Those are considered directories. And if you have, Google gives preference to putting you here if you have more citations than your competition. Backlinking that we just talked about also plays into this, but citations is the biggest part. And also your Google Map business needs to be completed 100%. That's also a factor. And the last thing we'll talk about is content. So Google likes to see 1,000 to 1,500 words on your first page, and usually 500 to 700 on your back pages. It looks like you could definitely use more content. The more content you have, the more favorable Google ranks you due to providing the customers more information. It's just what they like to see. And also saving your pictures as keywords. So that just says 04. That should probably, this needs to be saved as the Johnson City Plumbers or something along that line. And you also need to have those keywords in your content. So having all these keywords spread throughout your content lets Google know that you provide those services for those keywords and help you rank for that. But those are the 3 tips I have for you in regards to how to increase your online traffic and beat your competition to get the volume that they're getting monthly. If you have any questions, definitely reach out to me. If you feel I can help, reach out to me. My contact information and email and phone number will be in the email address I send this video over with. And if you just want to take these free tips and use them yourself, that's also fine too. I'm just trying to give some value to local businesses here. So I appreciate your time.